are 6 targets. They're soldiers. The contract is to kill them all. They used to be with a platoon of Mbeli rebels, but then the Buta authorities captured them. There are 2 locations, the Bampevi plantation and the Kungenga mine. The client is none other than the general they served under. He wants them dead to keep them from talking. A commander murdering his former men. That's what this boils down to.
Can't relate. Alright, we're going to do this mission. And we're going to enlist the help of a powerful ally from a dark future. And it's not just Blade Wolf here. Oh no. It's Raiden as well. Because I know a thing or two about this mission, and it just feels thematically appropriate. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is good. Let's go in with Raiden and Blade Wolf. It's been a while since we've seen them. So the Raiden costume is something you get for S-ranking all of the missions. All of the main missions, anyway. And it's actually pretty easy to do that, because as I've said more than once, the ranking system in this game is entirely speedrun based. So if you know the thing you need to extract or destroy, look at that dog, then it's pretty easy to just rush to the objective, extract or destroy it, and then exfiltrate the hot zone. Miller expressing dismay at how someone could kill their former comrades after trying to kill Huey like 15 times that day. Yeah, Miller's kind of a huge hypocritical piece of shit, huh? So Raiden also was available in one of the extra ops. Come on, I want a pet. No? Okay. He doesn't want a pet. I mean, that is lore accurate to Blade Wolf. You could play as Raiden in Ground Zeroes in the Jamais Vu mission, but of course I didn't want to spend time with Ground Zeroes. So instead we're taking our first look at him here, and yeah, he's got his super speed intact. It's kind of funny that they give you this as a reward for S-ranking all the missions, which are basically speed runs, and then you unlock the ability to speed run.
That's Bampevi plantation. The targets are mixed in with the soldiers in that base. Use the VI to identify them.
Alright. Yep, looking for a guy with a white t-shirt and beret. And there's a cage. Okay. It's very nice of Raiden to travel back in time, this time to aid Big Boss rather than try to kill him. Remember that? Remember Snake Eraser?
Cut a man in half. Tread carefully, boss.
Cutting men in half. Raiden knows all about that. So unlike Metal Gear Rising, Blade Wolf here will actually help me scout and mark enemies. One problem with the Raiden outfit, especially in broad daylight, is, man, kind of stick out like a sore thumb. I almost said a Thor-sum. Anyone want to have a Thorsum? Huh? No? Okay. This is going to actually be a little more difficult, this first part of the mission, but that's fine. You look Huey in the eyes and tell me you don't get Kaz's bloodlust? Listen, he's a little sniveling dweeb, but I still think they have it all wrong. I think by being a bad cop, angry cop, they're being idiots. I think the way they could have had Huey directly in the palm of their hands would be to just be really nice to him, you know? Be like, oh yeah, Huey, I do feel sorry for you. Oh, those 9 years must have been rough, buddy. Hey, you wanna diet narc cola? Hmm? Well, that's our boy. You know, you want some, Mother Base, nacho chips, huh? And then he'd be like, oh, thanks, Snake, you're so nice. Hey, by the way, Skullface's secret plan in Africa, you know, I heard that, here's the exact location, and here's a list of Skullface's fears, and here's what happened to Strangelove. You know, gee, oh, you're so trustworthy, Snake, and then you just be like, I got him. That's the way you gotta deal with people like that, is pretend to be their friend. Jane and Thor 2 be like, who want a Thorsome? Oh boy. So we are going sneaky here because stealth is Raiden's specialty. That's what he says anyway. Let's demonstrate these sleep grenades. I think I've used them before, but let's use them again. They're basically a smoke grenade that lets you go to sleep. They first showed up in Peace Walker.
What are you planning on doing, boss? Putting the target to sleep doesn't count as eliminating them. Neither does knocking them out.
Look at Blade Wolf go. Look how sneaky he is. Again, yeah, Kaz wants us to murder, but I feel like we could squeeze some info out of this guy.
Surrender.
Oh. Oh, he seems to have dropped something. What is that, sir? Oh, is that a Tiger Electronics Snake's Revenge? You know, I think that's enough to barter for your life. Let's take that.
Extracting the target. Our contract was to kill the target.
Sometimes the gaslighting is more... Whoops. Uh-oh. 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 There we go. Sometimes the gaslighting is more important than the girl bossing or gatekeeping. Exactly. Exactly. See, you understand it. Hello. Check this out. You can run through dudes. It's very funny. It knocks them over. Now, that did get us an alert, but we'll be fine. I mean, fine is arguable because there is a gunship after us, but well, we should be okay. So Raiden's a very fun way to replay missions just because of his speed. It cuts down on all of those nasty trails between outposts that... Blade Wolf, you alright?
Good.
Need a little pet, buddy? Oh, look at that tail. Oh, that's not natural. Anyway, it is nice. It's, especially if you want to either replay stuff or explore the open world, having the ability to bring in a buddy like Blade Wolf or Quiet, or that other dog we had that can scout enemies while also just being able to traverse things quickly, it's really nice. I think Quiet might just be the most nothing of a Metal Gear character. She really needed Drebin phoning you after you drop a supply crate on her head to tell you they call her Quiet because wherever she goes, a deep silence falls over the battlefield. Not even the wildlife dares to make a single sound under the watch of a rifle. Yeah, something a little more poetic, yeah. I think it's kind of weird we know more about Peter Stillman than Quiet. So I mentioned this before, and it's still going to take us a little bit to get to the mission area, even with Raiden's speed. I think it's a little odd, because as we know, roughly, like 2 weeks prior to the boss fight with Quiet, she was just an XOF operative who was, I guess, really good at killing people with piano wire and knives. That's really all we knew about her, because we saw her in that hospital. She was sent there to kill Snake, and she must be the most competent Fox operative because she was the only one who actually made it to that room.
You've reached the mine.
The right room, no less, and got pretty close. If not for that mysterious Ishmael who helped us out, she probably would have done us in. Of course, Ishmael lit her on fire, and then she somehow came back 2 weeks later with X-Men powers that she instantly mastered. But here's the thing. Prior to being the sniper Quiet, She was a really good XOF operative, right? If she made it that far, she's also the only one who didn't have any headgear. She had rolled up sleeves. Like, her uniform was a little different. It was non-standard. So she must have been impressive in her own right prior to getting her X-Men mutant powers.
Free. Down on the ground.
And I feel like there's an entire untold story there that she should, you know, probably be, she's probably got a whole backstory, right? Like, if XOF splintered off from Cypher, who was Zero, she probably had to have gone on her own, you know, Seleno Yarsk-like Operation Snake Eater mission to prove herself.
Free.
And yet we just get nothing prior to her being a naked woman with a sniper rifle that can BAMF and octo-camo herself. So it's weird. And like, I genuinely do agree that she is kind of a really underbaked character, despite how promoted she is and how useful she is as a gameplay mechanic in this. Alright, so here's this area. It's kind of huge and kind of cool. But man, it's dangerous, especially with bad camo. So we're going to do our best to try and be a sneaky boy here. I have a problem in general that we only learn things about characters in V when they sit there and give us their entire story. On a tape, no less. We don't even get to see a cutscene. We have to hear it on a tape. Quiet can't force us into a Jeep and tell us they actually call her Quiet because she's asexual or something, so we know nothing about her. They call her Quiet because she makes all the players go silent. Wow. Yeah, it's a thing where I said it before that I think Quiet's, like, fine. I've said that a whole lot. Man, they really like Snake's Revenge here. And the reason is, the reason I say Quiet's fine is I don't think there's really enough to even be offensive with her. They don't really give you enough. So she comes off as, like, despite being, you know, something that should be this, how would I say it? Like, envelope-pushing, provocative character and design, ends up just being kind of not much to write home about at the end of the day. It's a little weird. So that helicopter is going to continue to be a problem. She's had zero cultural impact. Again, aside from, like, the cosplay. That's it. People still cosplay her. But again, every time I see a Quiet cosplayer, I just think there's a lot of other bikini girls with big rifles that you could be.
Good.
Look at all these diamonds here. Oh, we're definitely getting paid on this op. Alright. So apparently the other 5 soldiers that we have to eliminate are in this cave. Raiden here, he's no stranger to doing a whole bunch of murder. You know. Had a whole game about that, how he's actually pretty cool with it. Now, we've been going non-lethal up to this point just because, I mean, you know, they did give us a copy of Snake's Revenge. But we're about to show no mercy. Go absolutely Ripper mode on these These horrible war criminal bastards that dare defy us. Again, if you're familiar with Snake Eraser, you would know that Big Boss did end up assisting Raiden, so we kind of owe him for that alternate timeline. So we're here, we're gonna kill all of these horrible, despicable, reprehensible, disgusting... Oh, why are we hesitating? Oh no, it's the Childers! Oh no!
Bingo. You know what to do.
Miller, you sociopath! It's a bunch of kids! So yeah, I picked Raiden for this mission because, again, his, as Blade Wolf said, you know, he wants to help the Childers. Not become the child soldiers, so I figured it would be thematically appropriate. I miss Metal Gear Rising. Hey, did you know as of this recording, we're actually closer to a Metal Gear Rising 2 than we've ever been in the past 10 years? We'll talk about that later. Anyway, what an asshole Miller is! He's like, anyway, boss, just kill those kids. Yeah, that's why we named it that.
Tape's rolling, boss.
So that shot, of course, with Snake there, not Raiden, was in the trailer and made everyone go, oh man, this is it. He's gonna kill a bunch of kids and become a horrible war criminal. No, Snake never actually really does anything bad in this game.
Objective accomplished.
He's like, oh no, we gotta save these kids. Alright. Which is good. I mean, I'm glad. I don't really want to play a game about a horrible war criminal that murders children, but if you're gonna market the game as that, and then have it not happen,
There's some high ground
kind of
downriver. I'll have the chopper set down there. Lead the kids to safety.
I don't want to say it's a little pussy bitch move, but it kind of feels like a little pussy bitch move, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
No matter what, you bring him back alive.
doesn't matter, we're riding. We care about the Childers. We're gonna save the Childers. We're gonna make sure these kids, they grow up to be the kids in America. Whoa.
Doesn't look like he can walk. You still gonna help him?
Yep. Alright, now these kids are a bit of a problem. They kind of got minds of their own. And this mission... Oh, he tripped! This mission can be very annoying, but there's a kind of a secret to completing it.
Kids die. The mission's a failure.
Something that you absolutely would be able to do your first time, that we are absolutely going to do. Because it makes it so much easier, and that's... Hey. Stop right there, kids. Okay. Now, this is going to be a little scary, but it's like... It's kind of like going to the dentist, alright? You know, they give you the gas, and you just think about funny Looney Tunes. Well, you kids are getting the gas. They're getting the sleepy gas. Oh, I'm getting the sleepy gas, too. Didn't expect that. Alright. We're going to call in a vehicle. Right about here. We're going to start grabbing these Childers. Hey, why did it go over there? That's not where I put it. Well...
You're not seriously leaving him there.
This, you know what? Hey, this is fine. Hey, this is fine. No, this'll be okay. We can deal with this. We can deal with this. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So we can put 3 of these kids in here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to load up the kids in the RV. We're going to go on a trip back to Mother Base. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time. Oh. You know what? This is okay that I put it over there because that means we're all in the clear. Alright, kids. You ever see Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with the flying car? This is kind of like that. Oh, wait. When did that movie come out? Did you guys get it here? Well, see ya. Yeah, so that's something that absolutely you have the ability to do by this point in the game, is Fulton vehicles. And yeah, with a little of that lateral thinking, it makes doing this mission so much easier. Oh my god, because if not, you have to sneak all through that? All through these dudes? And that helicopter that's been being an absolute asshole is gonna land, and it becomes an utter nightmare. Now, here's the thing. I don't... Oh, you guys woke up. Hey. I don't actually need to do this, because as it would turn out, I have a child extraction device. I've upgraded my Fulton enough to be able to do that. But I figured I'd, you know, just demonstrate that even on the first playthrough of this, you can make this not an utter nightmare for yourself, and I highly recommend it. I'm already a demon, as he collects his sheep for his zoo, yeah. We're gonna have to collect some animals at some point. I am gonna do some of those. I mean, we've grabbed some hedgehogs and gerbils out in the field, but some of the animal collection ones are pretty interesting. Okay, see you kids later. I heard Big Boss was back in business.
All right.
Yeah.
Objective complete. Now you just need to safeguard the target. Get on the chopper.
He hates the CIA for killing his men. Remember how many times we fought the CIA in those prior games? Yeah. It was in Poops. It was in Peace Walker. Oh, so many ties between the militants. This game is like the Nathan Drake Ludo narrative issues in reverse. Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, as a whole, this series kind of does struggle with that, where everyone wants to tell you what a horrible bastard, even Solid Snake, right? Solid Snake, arguably the most heroic, like, kindest, most inspirational man in any video game, is... People talk about him like he's a horrible... Oh. A horrible murderer. That all he does is kill for fun and do terrorism and never once save the world. And even Snake himself is like, I'm no hero. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous, especially since, yeah, they do really incentivize you to go non-lethal so often. Anyway, this bastard helicopter saw us. So we're in a bit of a pickle. But luckily, I mean, again, Raiden's no stranger to fighting all sorts of dudes. And helicopters. Unfortunately, we don't have access to our arsenal of special abilities here. But we do have access to CQC. Alright. Oh. That's not good. Hey, can I get inside this house somehow? Yes? Let me get a little... Oh. I was gonna say let me get a little healing, but, looks like we're gonna get more than one type of healing. Okay. Ah! And then let's just deal with this issue. Excuse me. Let's just... There we go. All right. All right, Pequod, pick me up.
Roger.
Are we still talking around the twist of the game? What twist? Are you insinuating there's some twist about our player character and some sort of dissociative identity or anything? I don't think anything's been stated that things might not be as we see them or anything like that. I don't know of any such twist.
Gaining altitude.
Whoa, I thought that was like... That was like a weird portal in the background. It was just lights. Oh, man. Yeah, so this mission can be very easy on a second playthrough, but very annoying on a first playthrough. It's very, very silly when you come back with all of your gear, because you can get inside that first cell and just shove the kids through a portal, and they end up back on Mother Base.
Mission complete and how?
Oh, look at that.
They're gonna tell stories about this one.
See, I remember what I said about the speed run thing? Yeah, that wasn't a particularly clean run of this mission, but it still counted as an S rank, just because it took 25 minutes as opposed to, like, an hour and a half, I guess. Hey, kids.
Come on.
Oh no! All these big scary men with guns. Yeah, probably wouldn't want to do that. They should have like a... I don't know, like apple... Oh. I was gonna say like string cheese and apple juice. But, you know, Miller's not the smartest
What you
commander
thinking,
here.
boss?
I'm thinking that he's tougher than he looks. A little training, he'll make himself useful.
Never like kids. Especially ones with guns.
Oh no! How do you feel when the kid's pointing a gun at you, huh?
See, kid's a natural.
We're kind of gaslighting
He's
Miller
no
here.
natural. Far from it.
Okay, see you later. So yeah, the back down is kind of funny.
You probably noticed on the way in we've expanded housing.
Because even, like,
They'll have their
asshole
own
Miller
quarters,
that, like, 20 minutes
separate
ago was
from
like,
ours.
let's kill those kids. He's like,
Counted as
yeah,
staff.
so I built them, like, a little bunk,
Running a
and,
daycare now.
To learn how to read and write.
we built a little
Basic
school.
jobs.
We're gonna take the
Yeah,
kids
so
off the
real
battlefield and try to, like, educate and house them. And I'm like,
nothing behind the gun.
okay, so remind me again how what we're doing is bad. We're basically like a philanthropic NGO at this point, right? Removing children and animals from war zones and, like, rehousing them until they can be... Anyway. Oh, the back downs. The back downs. Raiden's a robot, so he smokes a robot cigar. Raiden doesn't really like how this place looks. It brings back bad memories. Let's just call Pequod and get out of here.
Roger. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Outer daycare, yeah. It's kind of what's going on. I mean, look at it though, right? We got the kids here. You know, we got the little schoolhouse built for them. We already got MREs. Those are basically Lunchables. And we've got a whole zoo strut, which is just a petting zoo. I mean, this place seems pretty cool, right? Like, what's... I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing all the horrible... Like, Kaz is pretty messed up, but he backs down pretty easily.